Healing, specifically brain health. Jewish people throughout the ages, which is about 4,000 years now, have always put as a highest priority the brain. We don't really worry too much about the material. We worry more about the development of the brain. What do I mean by that? That education is the best way to lift a person, a family, a community, a nation from one lower socioeconomic status to another. For that to happen, your brain has to be healthy, not just free of mental illness, but actually optimizing brain health. Although I'm a psychiatrist, I like to see myself now more as a brain health optimizer. Optimization is getting your brain as healthy as possible. Of course, that includes healing if you have an illness. But even if you don't have symptoms of mental illness, you can always improve your brain. There are 7 ways to do this. Briefly, through adequate sleep, superfoods as nutrition, exercise and movement in all its forms, brain challenges, keeping your brain active with novelty and new ideas. Also the ability to decrease your stress, just to chill. Relationships, upwards, downwards, inwards, outwards, upwards with higher power, God, your spiritual that serves your purpose. Downwards is the earth, your body. Inwards is with yourself, and outwards is with a spouse, with external family, your village. And finally, and so important these days, is the ability to digitally detox. The screen is now a major cause of brain illness, and it's going to get worse. Americans, for example, spend more time watching their screen, interacting with a screen such as a computer, the laptop, their iPhone, the television, than they sleep. And we're already starting to see that gaming, video gaming, is seen as an addiction. And the way to do that is to actually go out and connect with nature. I've become very strong on this because many of us have what might be called a nature deficit disorder. Although it's not a psychiatric disorder, it has been shown that people who move away from nature and remain indoors most of their days, most of their lives, have low-grade depression, high anxiety, higher levels of stress. The Japanese have perfected it. They call it Ren Yoga, which means forest bathing. What that means is once a week for about 2 or 3 hours going out into the beautiful forests of Japan and renewing oneself. And now they've done medical research and found that people who do that on a regular basis, in other words, go out into nature every day for a few minutes, maybe once a week for a couple of hours, a few days every few months, have shown to have lower blood pressure, decreased stress levels, better tolerance of sugar, glucose. Also the immune system, that is the part of the body that fights off cancer cells and bugs as viruses and bacteria, improve in what they call natural killer cells. These are cells that scavenge out all the cancerous cells that sometimes flow through our body. So to heal is not just to take a tablet or have a weekend at your favorite beach. You must have it as part of your lifestyle. Sleep, move, eat, challenging your brain, having times out, relationships probably being the most important, and then going out to nature, even if it's outside, just in your small garden, walking down the street amongst the trees, preferably in your local park for maybe 20 minutes a day, walking the dog, painting art, many ways to heal your brain. Because what really are you when you lose your ability to remember, to be mindful, to be present right now, to be aware of what's going on, and finally, to be creative. Because if you're not creative, you can't find alternative scenarios in the future to solve your current challenges. So healing is holistic, it's broad-based, and should be based in your 24 hours of your day.